The Philippine National Railway is strengthening its inter-provincial commuter railway as it's set to reopen the San Pablo-Lucena line before the end of the month. Joining us now live via Zoom is Junn Magno. He's the General Manager of the PNR. Good morning, GM Junn. Thank you for joining us. Now, GM, this 44-kilometer San Pablo-Lucena line halted operations back in 2013 after a substructure along the route collapsed. Now, how did you prepare for the reopening of the line? What kind of repairs have been made, sir?
We fixed several bridges along the certain parts of Laguna and then certain parts of Lucena. However, that area kasi it's always been hit by washouts by past typhoons. So we've been fixing that for almost 2 years now. But the pandemic hit us, so we were not able to reopen it. We were able to recertify parts of the line lang last February. We've been doing that since February, and then we just recertified it again for passenger service actually this week. So we may reopen it on the weekend.
Okay. Is this strictly for passenger service, sir? How much quicker will travel time be between San Pablo and Lucena? How many trips will you have? How much is the fare for passengers? And is there any other commercial use for the railway system?
For now, it's 60 kilometers. We would probably charge 60 pesos for the span between San Pablo and Lucena. And it will be roughly around 65 minutes lang, in between the two.
Okay.
We decided to reopen this service because between San Pablo and Lucena, the traffic has been really bad. That corridor really needs help na dun sa mass transit nila. Because if you travel during the day, especially after rush hour, until like 4 or 5 in the afternoon between San Pablo and Lucena, it would take you like 2.5 hours because of the heavy traffic in that area. Until like TR4 will be finished, alam namin na it will be really congested in that segment of that corridor between Laguna and Quezon.
I
So
see.
we decided to reopen the service.
Okay, so focus talaga on mass transit, no, sir? How crucial or important is this line, GM, in your South Long Haul project, the PNR Bicol Express, which aims to link Metro Manila to the provinces in southern Luzon?
Before the pandemic, we were expecting na to operate this service with the rehabilitation using the PNR South Long Haul. However, everything got delayed. But we already have that target. We know that the congestion would occur na once we resume after the pandemic, and it has happened already. So that's why we decided na okay, while waiting for the for the South Long Haul construction to begin, why can we operate it in parallel? And that's what we decided. So we'll open that service in parallel with the construction. So we're doing the right of way acquisition. Where we're doing the right of way acquisition, and straighten the curves all the way to Daraga, because we want to do Manila to Naga in 3 hours lang instead of
Wow.
18 to 16 hours. So that's why while doing some of the pre-construction work, we will reopen the service in yung balak
All
namin.
right, that's very hopeful news. Of course, much of this work will happen during the next administration. What's next for PNR? We're set, obviously, to begin. The new administration is set to begin on June 30th. What are your expectations on the government in terms of modernizing or improving our interprovincial train system? Ano ba ang wish list po natin from our incoming administration?
One-third of the build projects is actually railways. If you notice, we are still building the Laguna to Tarlac na North-South commuter railway that's under Philippine National Railways. And we're also building aside from the Metro Manila subway, we will be building the Laguna to Matnog Sorsogon service. That service, that right of way has been done since 1910 pa, but it's been perennially destroyed by typhoon. So we are recurving. We're going through some civil engineering innovations there na hindi na kami tamaan ng bagyo. And we could cut down the service to Matnog in 5 6 hours lang instead of like 20 hours. And alleviate, there's like 3 or 4 corridors that we could resolve. Yung Calamba corridor, then San Pablo Lucena corridor, and then parts of Naga, and then the Naga to Legazpi corridor. it would be a huge economic windfall in those areas. And the next government have decided that they would continue those programs because it's really needed to reach the target GDP of the government.
That will be fantastic news. We look forward to services like this when we travel. I mean, train travel cross country and interprovincial is really the way to go. And we look forward to experiencing that kind of travel here. Thank you so much, Philippine National Railways General Manager Junn Magno.